Hi and welcome to Let's Run Coaching with Linda Exercise Therapy. I've got a few online things I'm hoping to offer in the coming days and weeks. Anything really to keep us strong and fit and healthy as we can. From beginners running programs through to drills that you can include to improve running technique and sort of warm up ideas. Ultimately, if we end up that we can only work out indoors, I'll also come up with some sessions that you can follow to keep your fitness and running sort of strength going then as well. So today, the first thing I wanted to sort of go through was just some ideas for a warm-up session prior to going out and running. One thing I'm conscious of at the moment is because running is one of the main sports that's left available to us with all sports and clubs having closed. Running is something that we can do on our own, and I'm aware that lots of people are either going back to running, taking up running for the first time, and generally, or maybe even upping mileage. And so what I wanted to sort of go through today was the importance of the warm-up and what you can do to sort of help to warm up before you... Okay, so let's start with a little bit of ankle mobility then, just to get our ankles. You can do this indoors before you leave the house, or you can pop outside and do it. But literally just making circles, complete circles with your ankle, with your toe. So really trying to draw that circle right the way around in one direction and then in the other direction. And so do this for between 8 and 10 circles on each leg. One direction and then the other direction. Okay, you can also do this at any time during the day when you're at home, just to keep everything mobile and to keep those joints functioning well. So you can also do some side to side movements, and your toe side to side. Really sort of keeping those ankles mobile. Okay. As well as that, we want to start trying to, as well as sort of keeping our ankles mobile and also to warm up our calf muscles, we can do what we call a sort of dynamic stretch exercise. So we're going to keep moving. So it also serves the purpose of increasing our heart rate and also just warms up those calf muscles before we run. So it's good if you can find a wall, put your hands against the wall, put your legs so you're feeling a slight stretch in this area. You should feel this at the back of your calf. And then alternately lift each heel. Keep that going for about 30 to 40 seconds. And then continue the movement for a further 30 seconds, but this time with your toes facing towards each other. So just so you can see better, I'm sort of in this position, my toes facing inwards, but still with that calf stretched against the wall. With that hands against the wall so the calf is stretched. And again, do the same movement, but the toes pointing towards each other. Do that again for about 30 seconds, and then do it with your toes pointing outwards. So again, still that same stretch. You might need to vary your distance from the wall so that you feel the stretch is all specific to you. And again, just keep that going for 30 seconds. So that serves the purpose of waking up the upper area of the calf, but you also need to work hard on warming up the soleus muscle and this lower part of your leg. So to do that, we repeat the movement, but this time bend your knees so that your knees are coming closer to the wall, and then repeat the movements that you've just done. So 30 seconds, and then again with the toes facing outwards and the knees bent, inwards and the knees bent for 30 seconds, and the toes facing outwards and knees bent again for 30 seconds. And just serves to warm up those. Now another joint that's really important we warm up is our hip area. So what we're going to do for that is, again, leaning against the wall, just using the wall this time for support. What we need to really focus on is keeping your core and your upper body really nice and tight and stable. So there's no movement there at all. And you're going to do some leg swings. You're literally moving from the hip joint only. So your upper body is staying nice and straight. Your leg is swinging backwards and forwards. Okay, so just so you can see me from the side, we are going I don't want to see body swinging like this. It's just really body nice and straight and the leg swinging. Okay, and same with the other leg. Body nice and straight and leg swinging. So again, not moving your upper body at all like that. Body's staying straight, your core is staying nice and tight. Continue that movement, but with your foot going across the front and out to the side. Across the front and out to the side. Again, keeping the upper body really nice and tight. And with the other leg. So for each of these leg swings, do 10 of each. I'll write these all down as well, so you'll get these all written down afterwards to be able to see exactly which ones to include. Okay, so once we've done our stationary warm-up, we can then get out there and do a bit more movement. So what I suggest, a sort of suggested pattern to do is to do a 30-second of a drill, 30-second jog. So I'll give you a few drills now that you can include in that kind of warm-up. But what I'll do in the coming weeks is I'll also give some running technique specific drills as well that can also be incorporated. But for today, it's just a very general sort of warm-up, just for us all getting started really. So first of all, like I say, start with a jog. We'll do a minute to start off, so just your general running, start with 1 minute of jog, and then do 30 seconds of knee raises as you're running. So what I'm looking for is that you're bringing your knee up and your heel up behind you. So we're not looking for a reverse flick like we might see like this, so where the knee's going backwards, but more an upwards movement, so the knee is coming up as well as the heel. So okay, I'm doing that for 30 seconds. You can do it on the spot, obviously, if you prefer to do your warm-ups at home, but if you can do it while you're actually moving, that's going to be more effective. Okay, so 30 seconds of that, followed by another 30 seconds of a jog. Then a 30-second skip. Again, picking those knees up. We're really looking for you to pick those knees up. So 30 seconds of skipping, whilst you are also picking your knees up. 30 seconds of jogging. And then we're going to repeat the skip, but this time in reverse. So that's really going to help to activate the glutes and the muscles in the posterior chain, so your glutes and your hamstring. So really skipping it backwards, obviously look where you're going. Again, you can do the skipping drill on the spot if you prefer. Follow that with another 30 seconds of jogging, and then we're going to have a go at doing some lunges. So 30 seconds of walking lunge. So 30 seconds of walking lunge, so you're going forward, bringing your lower knee, your back knee to the ground, and your front knee, so it's more or less over your ankle. So you've got a nice right ankle here, and another right ankle here as you go. Okay, so a walking lunge, we are going 1, and then to the other. Again, if you prefer, you can do your lunges stationary. Bring your feet back together. Follow that with a 30-second jog, and then repeat your lunges, but this time again going backwards. You might find that instead of doing a continuous walk when you're going backwards, for balance purposes, you bring your feet together here before you then take it back behind you again. Okay, and then continue that. So 30 seconds of a reverse walking lunge. So I'm putting my feet together and then going back down. If your balance is really good and you feel like you can manage it, then do your reverse lunge as a continuous step as well. Requires a little bit more stability. Follow that up with a 30-second jog. That should give you about 5 minutes or so of warm-up drills. What I'll do is, like I say, I'll follow up with some technique-specific things that you can also include in your warm-up. So look out for those in the coming days.